point. Many folks here may know that India has a nuclear energy development program which right now supplies approximately 3% of India's electricity. So it's a very small percent, but India needs, in order for its economic growth, to increase its energy production and its power production capacity dramatically over the next decade and beyond, and in fact has articulated a very ambitious development program looking to increase tenfold the output from the nuclear power sector over the next 15 years. Between now and 2020, they want to move from about 2,500 megawatts of production to 20,000 megawatts of output. In order to do that, one of the things that India plans to do is to develop a reactor technology based on thorium fuel, because India has very poor uranium reserves. Typically, power reactors are fueled with uranium, low-enriched uranium, and India is uranium poor but thorium rich. The problem with using thorium from a non-proliferation perspective is that thorium is typically used in breeder reactors and produces both plutonium and uranium-233, both of which can be used, not commonly known, that 233 can also be used in nuclear weapons. And because of this, I view from a non-proliferation perspective the plan to build these thorium reactors as quite problematic, and it would be in our interest to help move India, both through the provision of technology and through negotiation, to a form of nuclear energy and nuclear production that is more proliferation resistant. And there's certainly two ways to get there. You could provide only the fuel and try and strike an agreement that India would not build thorium reactors but would continue to use develop the reactors that they have today that use natural or low-enriched uranium. So let me, I think I may, well, no, two other quick points, and I'm with voice exceeding the time I expected to speak. But so 3 reasons for supporting this deal. One is its contribution to Indian energy production, which is essential for the continued economic growth of the country. Second reason, which you don't hear many folks talk about, is that I think it pries open the Department of Atomic Energy, potentially exposes it to some transparency and oversight that has been entirely lacking over the history of this organization, notwithstanding the fact that there is something called an Atomic Energy Regulatory Board. It is not, in my view, a truly independent regulatory authority, and I think both from the standpoint of preventing proliferation and encouraging employment of best practices for safety and security of the nuclear facilities, it will be good to expose the inner workings of the Department of Atomic Energy. And the final reason is that I think, just to revert back to the thorium argument, that I think this gives us an opportunity to help encourage India to move away from thorium power production. So let me stop there.
Joan, thank you. Our next speaker is Professor Arunachalam, and he is Distinguished Service Professor at Carnegie Mellon in Engineering and Public Policy, the Robotics Institute, and Material Sciences and Engineering. The professor is also a Foreign Fellow of the Royal Academy of Engineering in the United Kingdom, a past President and Fellow of the Indian National Academy of Engineering, as well as a Fellow of the Indian National Academy of Sciences. Professor?
I thought I would project number of slides. I've decided I will not, because I should give an equal opportunity for all. No special advantage for me. I think I would like to address that on the basis of 3 issues.